Oh wow, this is the strangest thing I've ever seen. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode we're going to two places in Central Alberta, driving about 100 kilometers from the city of Calgary. First is a small hamlet of Torrington, most commonly known for Gopher Museum, and then we're going to make our way to a small town of Trochu, a town with a population of just under 1,000 people. Having lived in Alberta for years and driving past signs for places like Torrington dozens of times, I realized I was missing the real stories of the people who call these places home. So it's a really nice day to go on this drive. Lately we've had a lot of rainstorms and it's been cloudy. We've also had wildfires coming in from Saskatchewan and northern side. But today is a very nice day. It's sunny, it's currently 17 degrees, and it's looking like it's not going to rain today. So that makes it a perfect day to go out and see this place. And no matter in which direction you look, there's farms everywhere. This is Central Alberta, so everyone's main economy is agriculture, and everyone seems to have planted their crops for the summer. It looks really nice, and the best part is there's really not that many cars on the road. We've been driving on this road for almost an hour and we've barely seen traffic. Empty road, yeah, it is an empty road. It's kind of like going up and then down and up and down. Pulling into Torrington, the silence is immediate. The streets are just as quiet as the empty road we took to get here. In the 1950s, this was a busy farming hub. It had its own school and bustling general stores. But as farms grew bigger and more industrial, the people began to leave. Facing total erasure from the map, this hamlet of 250 people chose an absurd path to survival. So we're finally here at the Gopher Hole Museum. The admission to the museum is on donations basis. You can pay as much or as little as you like. Oh wow, this is the strangest thing I've ever seen. Inside this little building are more than 45 handmade displays filled with taxidermied gophers acting out scenes of everyday life. There are gopher farmers, churchgoers, bank robbers, picnic goers. And despite the name, these technically aren't gophers at all. They're actually Richardson's ground squirrels, a species that has shared this land with farmers for generations. I was reading about how the idea for this place came about, and the concept behind this museum actually started as a joke. At a community meeting in the mid-90s, a member sarcastically suggested that since Torrington had a lot of gophers in abundance, they should just stuff them and charge admission. And then they actually did it. By 1996, the museum was open, and it immediately sparked a global controversy. Animal rights groups like PETA aggressively tried to shut them down, but in response, the town famously mailed PETA a postcard telling them to get stuffed. It didn't stop there, they even turned the controversy into a diorama as well. It shows a protest gopher and a pro-museum gopher fighting right outside the village office. I was reading and I saw that you guys are working on like really less hours now. So like, what's the situation?
So the situation is our building. So this was our one-room schoolhouse. It's about 150 years old.
Mm-hmm.
There is mega slow pitch issues going on. You feel like you're walking in an elevator after a little while. There is no insulation, so therefore it gets extremely hot and muggy in here. We've had people almost pass out in the past, like if you have medical conditions and it's super hot. Two, we've had mega bug issues, and if they get into the displays, it's game over.
Right.
So we've done what we could to kind of prevent that. All of these things is a danger to our guests. It is also a danger to our volunteers that are in here. Normally we're 10 to 5. That's 7 hours of the warm and the constant in-out. If we had a better building, it wouldn't be an issue. It's small, it's mighty, but it's falling apart. It's costing us way too much money to keep a love this place. So it's been one thing after another. And although we've been working really hard on our grants, we have not gotten a grant since our startup grant in 1996.
Wow.
So we're kind of in this weird limbo. There's no funding anymore. Like lots of wonderful museums last summer had to close their doors after the season because they relied on that funding just to be open. Although we have the foot traffic, we just don't have new building money. Like we need a new building, plain and simple.
Right.
It's not liable to keep this one anymore. It's become a liability, basically. We do have a crowdfunder out. It's on our Facebook page and Instagram. We weren't even going to be open July and August.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I was supposed to come here late June because I think you guys, that was the last time you guys were going to be open for a while.
It was, but unfortunately things with the land that we purchased from the hall didn't go through. It's nice that we can still be open for the summer, but there's only like 3 of us volunteers right now. So,
and it's completely volunteer run, right? Like,
yeah. So board members, everything.
Wow.
So I mean, we can sell our products here and stuff and help, but we like.
Right.
It's been a part of my life for so long. Like I feel obligated to be here, and I love being here. So I want to keep it going, right? So it was really nice to hear that we were going to be open, limited hours, but it's good for everyone, so people can still visit. We definitely have the foot traffic, and it's wonderful. And next year it'll be a good start. But it was our 30th, so it's good that we're open.
Right. Yeah.
But it's just hard when there's. Like everyone has jobs, everyone has kids.
That's right. There's so many variables that you have to account for.
So many variables, but we're trying so hard. Like Laurel is a phenomenal director. She's the daughter of the original director, and I have no doubt that she'll make things magic happen.
Well, I'm really rooting for you guys because this museum is like it's tied to the identity of Torrington in a way, right? Because I was reading it now. You might be able to correct me on this. Like you guys get what 10,000 people every year. Like, that is impressive for a place that has what less than 250 people. That is incredible.
It's phenomenal.
Talking to her, I started realizing this wasn't just a funny attraction. People here genuinely care about keeping it alive. Leaving the museum, the gophers don't actually disappear. So I just picked up this pamphlet for the Torrington Hydrant hunt. The volunteer at the museum told me that Torrington was actually one of the first communities in all of North America to introduce themed hydrants. There are 11 of them scattered around the streets. Each one is hand-painted to look like a gopher. And according to the town, they are all part of one giant family tree. Just down the road is Clem Gopher, the town's 12-foot gopher mascot. In most parts of the prairies, these ground squirrels are considered a pest, but here they are celebrities. After spending the time surrounded by dead gophers, our next stop could not have felt more different. We still have one more place we want to see in Torrington. We're now headed to Kirk's Alpaca farm. The paved road ends and we're back on the gravel roads. It's currently 17 degrees. Even though it's only 17, it feels really hot. On the open plains, there are no trees and almost no shade. The sun is direct and constant. Aww, there they are. Straight ahead. So we just made it to Kirk's Alpaca farm, and literally in front of the parking lot, there's alpacas. There are over 100 alpacas grazing here. Seeing them move and blink after an hour of looking at dead gophers is a massive relief. The entry to the farm is about $23. Before I can meet the herd, a staff member gives me a quick orientation. I then headed into the gift shop to buy feed for the alpacas.
So it's kind of funny, the owner this year said she wasn't going to do any construction. We added on a whole new section to the barn. This will be their 6th year come August.
I see. Wow. So about 2019, I'm guessing, is when you guys opened?
Right during COVID.
And how does the idea like this even come about? You know?
So that's a question for the owner. She's got a bit of a story to it, I think. Alpacas are still pretty new to Canada. Yeah, these are all handmade in Peru.
It's amazing.
Feel free to pet them. They actually all feel a little different. As an alpaca gets older, their fiber gets not as soft. So you can kind of tell which ones are softer.
Are they made from the alpaca?
100% alpaca fiber.
That is amazing.
Yep. Same with the bears and the keychains. Pet them all day. I love it.
Oh, I would love to have one of these.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it's the same story for all of them too?
Yeah, so all of those are
wow.
handmade crew.
And how many people do you usually have on a daily basis?
So
just out of curiosity.
On Saturdays in the summer, we've had 350 people.
In a day?
Yeah.
Oh, that is incredible foot traffic.
Right now, like this month has been really quiet actually.
Okay.
But yeah, the most we've had is like 350. So usually like a good 100.
Oh, chickens.
Are you coming?
I am, yes. Thank you. Hello, friends. What does it feel like when you feed them?
It's like a little tickle.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like having a dog then?
Definitely.
Okay, then it should be fine.
Even a little bit more gentle.
Aww. Before going inside, the staff member had made it clear that the alpacas would follow us around the moment we went inside. Oh, they know you have it. Is this your first time here too?
I came here a year ago and I said, I have to take you here.
Oh, this is an incredible place.
Yeah, it's just that, right?
You got nothing. I got nothing. In the orientation, they told us how to handle this. If they get too pushy, you use jazz hands. It's the universal signal for I'm all out of food. Ah, nothing. It's all empty. I'm all done. It looks silly, but it works. You want some more? There you go. Good lad. Want it? No? After feeding the alpacas, I ended up talking with the owner. Okay, so we're just coming off of the Kirk's alpaca farm. It was one of the best experiences I have ever had. Genuinely was not expecting them to be as chill as they were. I ended up talking to the owner. The story was she was looking at a marketplace for farmers and there was a guy who had throat cancer and he was selling up a whole herd of alpacas. He had 38 at the time, and his only condition was that she had to buy them as a herd. And then she said that she talked with her husband, and the next week they had already decided that they were going to go through with it. Eventually now, 7 years later, it's grown into this beautiful place that it has grown into. And then she talked about how working here is basically a full-time job times 5, and it really shows. They're still expanding to this day. Next year they're planning on opening more things, and I'm really excited to come back again and see what they do with the place. We ended our conversation with a hug. It was a reminder that behind every cute roadside attraction, there is a person giving everything they have to keep it alive. So now with the alpaca farm all done, we're actually going to head to another town called Trochu. The first thing we're going to do when we go there is get something to eat because we are really hungry. Trochu is about 30 minutes away from the hamlet of Torrington and has aristocratic origin. The moment we pulled into Trochu, we came across this really aesthetic looking place called Beanhaven. And as soon as I walked in, I realized it was much more than a cafe. It's the town's logistics hub, serving as a pickup and drop off for UPS and Purolator. There's even a small arcade tucked into the side. The menu is another surprise. Here I was in a town of roughly 1,000 people, eating bulgogi and bubble tea in a cafe that also handled parcel pickups and had an arcade tucked into the corner. The more time I spent here, the more I started wondering what else I was missing. I had originally planned to squeeze the museum, downtown, and arboretum into the rest of the afternoon, but I didn't want to rush through another small town just so I could say I had seen it. Trochu deserves its own day. But before I leave, there is one last thing I came to Trochu to see. One of the biggest reasons I wanted to come to Trochu was to see the world's largest golf tee. It stands at 40 feet tall, a massive wooden monument in the middle of the prairies. I started with a museum of stuffed gophers and ended at a base of giant piece of sporting equipment, which honestly feels like a perfect ending to this day.